Good morning, everybody. Mike Vacchi, Princetontrader.com, here with your Tuesday market webcast. All right, so what did we talk about yesterday? We talked about how we're probably going to be consolidating. We talked about how they got to deal with the 9-day. We talked about how they got to deal with the weekly pivot. They dealt with exactly none of that yesterday. So yesterday was just a big chop fest on either side of weekly pivot, that 19 to 22 area that we talked about. They tried to break it out, couldn't do it. Tried to break it down, couldn't do that either. Globex range hasn't been horrible. It's about 23 handles. But you can see, look, bears, you want to deal with it? You got to deal with it. Now, you can really see it on the hourly because it's just compressed. The daily pivot's sitting right here, just under 24. As far as the day goes, at noon, Powell speaks to the Economic Club of Washington, D.C. I don't know if he's going to say anything that anybody, that affects markets or not. But if he does, you've got, that's really the only catalyst that you have from an econ or a speaker standpoint that's going to shake it loose. I mean, you got some standard, actually you don't really, trade balance. Okay, next. So, compression, expansion. The one thing I tell you guys about expansion all the time is you don't have to guess, you don't have to anticipate. Once it expands, there'll be plenty of handles on either side for anybody to make any money with. What do the bears have to do? They have to do the same thing I told you yesterday. They've got to deal with the daily mid-band, which is down there at 40.45. If they want to turn a dip buying market into a rally selling market, they need to close below the green line there and stay there. Otherwise, they'll just we'll consolidate, or they'll take it right back over 42.08 half as we get into the end of this week and next week. The 9-day would be a good place to start. They've had a ton of trouble with the 9-day. As far as trading yesterday went, it was fine. I mean, I didn't have a runner run all day, but it gave us a lot of thirds and a lot of middles, and it ended up being somewhere in the 20s for a handle count on the day, which is fine. But it's just those are the days yesterday that feel a whole hell of a lot like work and a hell of a lot not like trading. So, but compression, you got the Bollinger bandwidth right now is 0.4. Yeah, this type of compression can't last past today. So as we get into today and tomorrow, be aware of false breakouts and false breakdowns. You could get a spike up that turns into an hourly band ride down, or vice versa. Don't anticipate. Anticipating gets into trouble. And let's say you don't anticipate. If you're a part of that head fake and it starts to go the other way, you need to change course with it. Don't be stubborn. Don't walk in and go, well, we've done enough here. I mean, we did 42s. And look, the Bulls haven't done anything. They didn't do anything yesterday. But don't walk in and sit down and go, well, we got to go down today. This compression's going to break down. Okay. Really? Okay. Because it could break up. Anyway, just don't get married to a theory. This is not the time to get dug in. Because if you get dug in, then you'll be wrong all the way down or wrong all the way up, depending on, which way you think it's going to go. Like price cares about that. And, you'll miss the opportunity of being on the correct side of the trade, and you'll lose your ass at the same time. Don't do that. So weekly pivot, 2067. Daily pivot, 2342. Volume weighted average price and the hourly mid band are jammed in right around 26.75, 27. Proprietary moving average is 28, and the 5-minute mid band is 26. So it's all right here. Call it between, we had a couple spike highs up to 30. 22 to 30 has been the deal for the last, few hours in Globex. I think it'll continue to be the deal as we get into the regular session. But this screams false breakout, false breakdown, and then run it in the other direction. So I would be prepared for that today. All right, that's all I got. Everybody have a fantastic day. Be safe, be healthy, take care, trade them well. Talk to you tomorrow.